everyone, it's Jill and welcome back to my booktube channel. This video is going to be a Kindle unboxing KU TBR, as well as a kind of just a first impressions of my Kindle after reading it for a few days. One of my goals for 2024 was to buy a Kindle, which I was going to buy myself, but my boyfriend Paul actually surprised me for my birthday with a Kindle, which I was really happy about, so I'm going to open it now. I got the Paperwhite 16GB one, and let's see what it looks like. I don't even know if these come charged. Hopefully they do, because I got the charger also, but that won't be coming in for another few weeks. Okay, so we have the Kindle here in the packaging. It's just a matte black, which is really nice, and Cookie is interested in it too. Then it also comes with the wire, but it doesn't come with the connector or like the nugget thing that actually goes in the wall, which is the part I ordered that won't be coming in for a few weeks. I'll put this back and keep it safe in there. But here's the main part, and I'm going to try to turn it on. I really feel like this is a perfect size for traveling or just going around. I did a few things, but now it's loading. In the meantime, I'll open the other part that was in this package. So Paul also got me a case, and I'll open that. It has books on it, just like a little library situation. Okay, that was honestly kind of a struggle, but I got that on. And it says here now, welcome to your new Kindle Paperwhite 11th generation. You can set up on this device, or if you have the Kindle app on your phone, you can use the app for an even faster setup. So I might actually do that on my phone to make it a little bit easier for me. Okay, I'll close this up now. But I actually have one other thing to unbox, which this is another case, because Paul didn't know that I planned to have a clear case and then put stickers on the back to decorate. So I guess I'll just have two now and then switch it up whenever I feel like it. And this one's just the classic clear case with the kind of grippy sides or whatever. But yeah, I do plan to put some stickers on the back and decorate it, which I ordered stickers a little while ago, which I thought would come in before I needed to film this video. Unfortunately that did not happen, but I will show you guys when I do eventually get those stickers how I put them in my case and decorate it. So I'll have two options to choose from with my new Kindle, which is really exciting. So that's going to be it for the unboxing portion of this video. I'm going to film the TBR part tomorrow, and I also might be reading on my Kindle tonight, so I can do a little bit of an update. Ideally I would film the TBR part right now, but I don't have time before I have to leave to go to dinner. So I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. It's the next day now, and I'm at my parents' house for the weekend, but I got 8% into Collide last night. So far I'm enjoying reading on the Kindle, but now I'm going to talk about my KU TBR. So all of the books that I'm sure there's going to be more once I get more into it, but all of the books for now that I know are on Kindle Unlimited. I won't go into too much detail, but I do have them on my computer here. The first one I have written down is just Chestnut Springs. I'm not sure exactly which one I should start with. I think I'll probably just read the descriptions and see which ones interest me the most. But I do remember reading the blurb about Powerless, and I think that one seemed interesting. It was about a hockey player and a ballerina, kind of a friends to lovers romance. And all of the books in that series is kind of small town cowboy romance, which I honestly don't even know if I'm going to like it, but I am interested in trying them out. The next book on this list is Collide, which is the one I was just saying that I'm 8% into. This one is a hockey romance, which I've heard is kind of like Icebreaker and the Off-Campus series put together. And I actually followed the author of this one on Instagram, and she's always posting quotes and stuff about it, which made me really want to read it. And then the next one I have here is Love Redesigned. This romance I think came out the end of 2023, and I heard such high praise for it. I think both the main male character and female character are like really successful, and then they have to build a house together. And honestly that doesn't sound super interesting, but I'm sure the author will make it better. And then I also wanted to read The Fake Out. This is also a hockey romance, and I think it's like the second book in a standalone series, the first one being Behind the Net, which I haven't read that book yet, but I kind of want to read that one as well. And I heard The Fake Out was better than Behind the Net, so that's why I think I'm going to start with The Fake Out. Next, there's two novellas which are coming out I think next month, It is the Improbable Meet Cute novellas, which there's like a bunch of different authors writing for this, but the ones that I want to read are called Worst Wingman Ever by Abby Jimenez and The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren. These just seem like cute little romances, and I really like both of these authors. Just 2 more romances that are on my radar, the next one being Lotus. This seems like a friends to lovers romance where there's like a big time period where the main characters don't talk to each other, but they previously were like really close and best friends. And lastly, for romances, I want to read Culty by Mariana Zapata, which I actually wanted to read All Roads Lead Here by her, but that's like the only one on Kindle Unlimited. Sorry, that's the only one of hers that's not available on Kindle Unlimited, which is kind of odd. But anyways, Culty is a sports romance, and I read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by her I think over a year ago at this point, and I really enjoyed that one. So I'm looking forward to reading another one of her books. And now moving on to kind of fantasy romances. The first one I have here is Spark of the Everflame. This is book 1 of a series, and I've heard really great things about it, so I'm excited to try that one. And then next I have Heavenly Bodies, which I've had on my TBR I think a few months, and I just never got to it, but it's also a fantasy romance. And this one has a lot to do with stars and celestial things, which I feel like is right up my alley. And I've also heard really great things about it on BookTube. And then I want to read The Serpent in the Wings of Night. This is a fantasy romance with vampires, I think, which is a fantasy element that I haven't really tried out before. But I've also heard really great things about this one last year, and I think I'm really going to enjoy it. But next we have Shadows of the Tenebrous Court series. This is also, of course, fantasy romance, and I think I chose this one because Raven Haired Reader on BookTube said it was great. I'm pretty sure that was who said it. Then the last book on this list is also a series, and it's the Lockland Feud series. And I just remember watching one of Sarah Caroli's videos, and she said that these ones were pretty good. So that's all I have for my KU TBR. If there are any other Kindle Unlimited books that you've liked and recommend, please let me know in a comment down below. I'm going to continue to read on my Kindle for tonight and maybe a little bit tomorrow, and I'll give you guys the rest of my first impressions tomorrow. Alright guys, I got a little bit more reading done on my Kindle. I'm now 21% into this book. I'm on chapter 11 of Collide, and so far I'm really enjoying this. I'll go into more detail and give my final thoughts in another video about this book once I'm finished it. But this is about Summer and Aiden, and Summer, she has like a very strict professor that she's working under and is forced to do this sports psychology project on the captain of the hockey team, who of course is Aiden, which she's quite reluctant to do because she just really has an aversion to hockey, which was kind of explained a little bit, but I think it'll go into more detail later in the story. When her professor initially told her, she was like, okay, I guess I'll do this. But then after that conversation, she was really thinking, okay, how can I get out of this? Should I ask my professor if I can do a different sports team, like the basketball team or something? But she ultimately decided not to do that because she doesn't want to get on this professor's bad side. And then Aiden, he's also kind of forced to work with her because I don't remember exactly what the reason was, but the coach was just like, yeah, pretty much you're going to be working with Summer for this project and you don't really have a choice. I can't remember, maybe it was because he was kind of misbehaving and partying too much, I think. Maybe. But so far I feel like this story is pretty fast paced. I am a little bit confused on Summer's project because they were hiking one day and then they were swimming another day. I don't know exactly what kind of data she's trying to get for this project specifically, but I honestly don't really care because I'm reading this for the romance anyway. But yeah, like I said, I will go into more detail about my final thoughts in another video once this book is done. And in terms of my thoughts of my new Kindle, I'm really happy that I got it, and I think I'll definitely be able to get a lot of use out of it. But that is going to be the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any Kindle Unlimited recommendations for me. Like this video, of course, and subscribe for more book content. And I will see you in a new video next week. Bye, guys.